everybody, and welcome back to the Rokana craft server. Alright, and as always, let me show you what we've been getting done in between episodes. Well, see, we've got our blood altars in here all set up. I think we had that last time, though. But, let me show you what we got out here. First off, get through the door. You'll notice a building over here. Let me show it to you. Now this building, a lot of mobs. These are conveyor belts. Really cheap to make, actually. Let me show you. They are literally 6 rails, 2 iron, and a redstone. You get 8 of them. They have EMC, and it's only 144 per one. So not bad. Not bad at all. And I have these set up. Let me clear the way a little bit. Okay, if you look back in the back, you'll notice the little end particles. That is because back there is 2 lines of cursed earth. And this is actually what I've been using it for, to get weak blood shards. Very handy to have. We need a lot of them for what we're doing. We have, I think, the amount we need, maybe a little bit more, for what we're going to be working on today. Let me head over here. If you look, my soul network is full. And that is not for me standing around sacrificing my blood. Now, we have reset up the binding ritual, but over here, we now have a tier 4 blood altar. The important blocks are, let me show you. These red blocks up here, which are a combination of 1 weak blood shard and 1 stone, and you get 32 of those. Those and these runes are the important blocks. This is ineffable glass. It's a unstable ingot surrounded by glass. We can walk through it, mobs can't. We now have a master blood orb in here. Master blood orb. Blood altar holds 106,000. And we have our ritual up here for, it's the Well of Suffering. And inside this box of sandstone is a layer of cursed earth. And that's it. Mobs spawn in, this ritual damages them. Every time it damages them, it puts blood down here into the blood altar. The master blood orb in there makes sure it goes into our soul network, so our soul network is full. Now, there is a few things I want to do today. First thing I want to do is going to be using this ritual of binding. Quite simply, I'm tired of not having a long-range weapon. And I know, I could take and make a bow. We've actually got quite a few different kinds of bows on here, but I want something else. What I want is going to require the Apprentice Blood Orb here. And, of course, the Weak Activation Crystal. Now, we do have this one over here. We made this one separately for this specific purpose. We need to cut off our black hole ring, or else we won't be able to do what we need to do. Get our grappling hook back out. Oh, come on. Load back in. Thank you. Perfect. Okay. Now, what we need to do is not get killed while we're up here. That's very important. To throw this Apprentice Blood Orb up here. Activate that. Alright. We got it. This is the Energy Blaster. As you can see, it does a damage of 12. It is currently deactivated. And it's a bound weapon. Is that back? You'll notice my bound blade is enchanted. I put looting 3 on it. It is normally unenchantable, but if you have the advanced enchanting table, you can enchant it. I don't recommend sharpness or anything like that, but looting's good. You don't have to worry about unbreaking because it won't ever break. Bound blaster, same thing. Check this out. Now, it does draw from my soul network every time I use it. But we now have a long-range weapon. Now, the other thing I want to do today is I want to start preparing to fight the Wither. Which means going to the end. I don't like that. I don't like the end. Don't like it at all. But we're going to have to. So we are going to need to grab a diamond real quick so I can show you what we're going to have to do. Now, this process is long and tedious of what we're doing for the armor I want. So, once I show you this one time, then I am going to go ahead and do the rest of it off camera. We need this diamond. We need 1, 2, 3, and 4 weak blood shards. We need 1, 2, 3, and 4 vanilla glass. Has to be vanilla as far as I know. Never really tested it with other glasses. And we got a crafting table right here. Alright. What we want to do is we are going to make this empty socket, which is made thus. Now we have to fill this socket up and turn it into a filled socket. Requires a tier 3 blood altar and 3,000 points of life points to go into it. Happen to have a tier 3 right here. Has 66,000, so we can do 2 of them in this edit before we have to refill. We're going to do 1 right now so I can show you what it looks like. Take the orb out, stick that in there, just like so. Oh, and we need a lot of these. Because these blocks are what our armor is going to be made of. The helmet will be 5 of these, the boots 4, the leggings 7, the chest piece 8. Plus we need 4 more beyond that. But there we go. Filled blood socket. Beautifully placed out into the world. Yeah. We need a lot. We have a lot. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pause my recording and get to doing this tedious work of filling these up over here and then pumping blood back into it. Or I might take it up there. If I take the orb out of it, it will, instead of going into my soul network, it will keep the altar full and I can use it. But I will be right back when I have all of these made. Welcome back, everybody. And I want to go ahead and let you know this is the next day because these sockets take so long to make. Now, we do have some things we need to make real quick before we can make the armor, or before we're going to. We need to grab this orb It is a Master Blood Orb. It is for the altar up there. And I'll get to why we have 4 of them down here in a little bit. But we're going to use it. First thing we need to make is this. The Soul Armor Forge. Now, that is actually needed to make the armor no matter what. I'm going to put that there. Then we're going to take in, we need some of these items. Well, we need what these items are going to make. So let's make this first one. A water sigil. And just like the lava sigil, which creates a lava source block, the water sigil creates a water source block. And 2. I always forget to grab that back out. Alright. But, and we are missing one piece for this one over here. We'll get to that here in a minute. The next one we're going to make 2 of. And this is a tier 2 slate, or a tier 2 slate for a tier 2 sigil. This is the air sigil. And no, it doesn't create a air source block. What it does is, let me show you. It throws you through the air. There is no cooldown, so even though it does the same thing that the Ender Staff does, you can actually fly around with it. Now we're going to put that in there. We need to make the final sigil. For that we need a few things. Let's get a piece of stone. Alright. And we're going to be heading up to the, on top of the mountain, to that blood altar. Oh, wait, before we go, here's the thing. We need about 23,000 life points. That's going to take a bit to get. Ooh, let me show you this real quick. These are ender blocks. It's like 6 stone, 2 soul fragments, and an ender pearl to make one of these. I made these because I got tired of having to either swim through there or walk around. Just so you stand on it, you target the other one. It has to be the line of sight, and hold down shift and it teleports you across. Pretty cool. If there's anything in the way, it won't work. Let's head up here real quick. Come on, get up here. Can't believe we missed. There we go. Now, the reason we're coming up here first is, one, we have to grab this orb out of here so that the blood will go into the altar and not into our soul network. We also need to put that in a furnace. It's cobblestone and we need stone, but that's okay. We got to come back this way anyway. Because what I want to do is, this going to take a while for that to fill up the amount it needs. Why are you out of your pen again? Oh, these chocobos are going to drive me crazy. Torybug, well, your golden lasso. These chocobos are going to drive me nuts. If it ain't their chocobo feathers, it's going to be something. The fact that they don't like staying in their pen, I really need to work on their pen to make it where it's bigger, or at least the walls are higher. Let's make that stone real quick. And what I've got the golden lasso for is I want to try something. You'll notice the pure daisies, I've rearranged them. We had 8. I gave 2 to Lilith as a surprise, because I know she is wanting to get into Botania, and that'll just give her a little bit of a leg up. There's a village over here. I want to see if I can find a villager. I don't really hold out much hope for it, but we're going to look. We might find one. Well, I don't hear any. It's about to be night. Oh, those blocks are fun up there. That has a spawner in it for a really uber hostile mob that blows stuff up. And it's not a creeper. This thing flies. I'm going to say this village is empty. Let's head over here so we can sleep. Actually tempted to take a chocobo up there and try this. Although peaceful mobs don't give much except for villagers and what I'm wanting to do. Why not? We'll try it. I don't know if it'll crash it, to be honest. You, come here. No, no, no. I don't want any feathers. Alright. What we need to do is we need to place out chocobo. Insta-kill. I love the insta-kill. Feathers. Chocobo. Now let's see. I do think it's kind of funny he started taking damage under here. That was just hilarious. Alright, what are we at? Yeah, we need about 20,000 more life points than we have in this altar. Might be time to help speed it along. Yeah, got a decent soul network building up. Of course, every time that the ritual upper does any damage, it does drain some of my soul network. So we have to kind of do this quickly. Let's grab the sacrificial knife. And I think I have a golden apple down here. Yes. To be honest, I am a little leery of using a golden apple for this anymore because, wow, that's a, we use one. We'll take one golden apple with us. Last time I used it, I kept having vampires attack me. Luckily, if they do it up there, I can get away from them, and they can't get away from the altar. That was fun. Let's see. Quit hitting that. There we go. Perfect spot. Jeez, freaking Louise. Now we gotta wait and let our health fill back up. Come on, health regen. Oh, that's interesting. My hunger rate, but I mean, I'm kind of immune to hunger. That back. Because my hunger is always full as long as I wear the magical cap. If the regen has wore off, yeah. Hey, but we're up to the amount of blood we need. I have all these in here. these rupees are getting annoying. I know there are uses for them. Alright, we got the first one. Tier 1. I hope I mathed right. I may be wrong. I don't think I am, though. Tier 2. I go to the next one. It should take about 5,000. When we get down to about 1,500-ish. There you go. And yes, we still have some to go into this one to make the final one. This is why a lot of the stuff in Blood Magics I do off camera. Because for massive things, like the really high tier stuff, it takes forever. And we are only at a tier 4. There are 2 more tiers to this altar. Every tier has sigils. Every tier has things that adds in that are just that much more complicated than previously. Tiers. Come on. There we go. The demonic slate. Which is what we wanted. Now, an important thing about this armor I'm making, I don't remember if I mentioned it, is for the armor to work properly, you have to wear all 4 pieces of the armor. Yeah. Which means I'm going to have to give up my magic cap and my long claw boots. But that's why we're upgrading. We're going to upgrade the armor. Need. Not there. Miss. Click. There. Air sigil. Demonic slate. Or we need to actually take that up there. But make the whirlwind sigil. Now this sigil, you can cut it on and off. Some of the sigils can do this. When it's on, it will draw from my soul network. And what it does is it kind of creates a bubble of a whirlwind around me that if a skeletal archer shoots at me, it grabs the arrow out of the air before it hits me and actually sends it back. Now, sometimes it does hit the skeletal archer, sometimes it doesn't. Not 100% accurate all the time, but it does mean you don't get hit by it. So that's important. Here, have some more soul blood for the soul network. But now that we have these sigils, we can craft the armor. And we are going to do it outside because it'll just be a little bit easier. It's not really a destructive thing. So, yeah. Let's drop off this knife. Alright. Now the first piece of the armor, we're going to go over here. We're going to have to do this quickly though, if we're going to beat the sun. First piece of armor. Place the soul forge down, put 2 pieces there, 2 pieces there. Now here comes the upgrade. We need a weak blood shard and a master blood orb. Right click one of them, one of the filled sockets with the weak blood shard, another one with the master blood orb, and we are going to put the air sigil in this one. Then we right click this and we have the bound boots. If I hover over this, air sigil, weak blood shard, and master blood orb. The air sigil gives these boots the same effect as the long fall boots. The master blood orb is so that I don't have to pay any life points for it, because if I don't put the master blood orb in there, because this is not a requirement actually, if I don't put it in there, then I have every time I use the effect, it drains from my soul network. This way it doesn't. Next one we're going to do is this design. You probably guess what this is. Weak blood shard, master blood orb. This one we are going to put in the water sigil. Now what this one does is this one will give us water breathing. Water breathing. Permanent water breathing. Now for the next two we are going to have to pick that up. And important thing, if you're aiming at the blood sockets, you do have to shift if you're placing a socket next to it, or else it won't place it. You have to shift right click. For the leggings, we are going to go with, of course, these. And the weak blood shard just allows you to upgrade it. We're going to actually go with the whirlwind sigil. This actually just gives the armor the effect of the whirlwind sigil. So we never have to worry about archers anymore. Now, if we didn't have the Master Blood Orb in there, we would have to pay for the effect with our Soul Network. Because we don't have to. I do apologize for that cough. The last one, we're going to throw our lava sigil in there. Now, it doesn't have to be these sigils in these particular parts, because it doesn't matter what piece you put in. As you can see, I now have fire resistance. So going to the nether is not going to be nearly as hard. Let's go actually test this out. We'll keep it nice. We're going to put this over here. I just wanted to show you what the armor looks like. It looks seriously OP. Now, put the cosmetic armor back on. We'll actually go put the other armor up, because I just like the look of this cactus armor. And we'll put the long fall boots over here with the diamond armor. Later on we'll probably, give it its own armor stand, make some diamond boots, blah blah blah. That kind of fun stuff. But I say we go test out this armor. We'll go with Phantom because I'm not really worried about getting any weak blood shards at the moment. I want to go for maximum power. I saw a rock over here. What up, rock? Oh, he despawned. There's another one. There's a couple of them. He hit you. Haha. Every time I shoot this, it does drain from my soul network. But I want to see just how tough this armor is, because with just blood magics on, we're near invincible. Look at this. No damage. Oh, they're finally starting to overpower. Modded mobs do get past the near invulnerability. They do have a little bit harder time, though, with it. But still, it's going to be good. Definitely better than Diamond. This armor also has no durability. Of course, if I die in the nether, I'm liable to cry. But at least we have lava immunity, or fire immunity. If need be, we can jump in a lake of lava to our health regens. Dude. Yeah, we got looting 3 on this sword. Now, last time I made a trip into the Nether, I did ask Lilith to come with us. This time, I'm not going to ask her to. Because last time, she lost some good items. And I don't want to do that to her. So, yeah, here's what we're going to go with. If we die, the armor is really the worst thing we're going to lose. And we can always remake it. The goal right now is to get Wither Skulls, because whether we want to just basic summon the Wither, or if we want to take and make a Wither farm with magical crops for the Wither Essence to have an unlimited amount, either way we're going to need Wither Skulls. We can craft them with the Pocket Nether link, but a part of the recipe is skeleton skulls, and we have no way to craft those. So, it's to the Nether. Now, F3. I'm not taking pure daisies with me to the Nether. Oh, timed out. Do apologize for that. Make sure it's still up. I think we moved a little bit too fast for it. Oh. Is it going to allow us to log back in, or are we going to have to... Alright, it allowed us to log back in. Yeah, it looks like we moved just too fast for it. Alright. In your pouch, send those back, because I'm not taking those pure daisies. Excuse me. To the Nether with me. Now, I do think there is a fortress near the portal. If we can get in here and get to a place where we can, yeah, let's dig in real quick. Alright. Whew. Oh yeah, I have a lava pump here. Okay, there's one that way. Another fortress. Come on. Once we're in a safer place, we'll see if we got any skulls out of that. Do want to get more of an inside area to get away from those nether souls. No. No skulls. So. Now, sadly, we are the only one on the server, so the overworld stuff is not really going to be spawned in right now. We'll deal with that. Give me your morph. I apologize if you can hear that. Sounds like a storm is raging outside where I live. Did think I saw an area where there would be some stairs over this way. What up, lava fishies? Oh, zombie pigman. Nope, I'm not dumb enough to attack y'all. Ooh, didn't mean to throw that up there. Got some nether wart though. Not really worried about blazes. We have blaze rods already. Is there no way down in this nether fortress? It was back over here. Could have been a way back over here. I don't know. Ah, stairs. Ha. And it's a dead end. Did we just happen to choose the worst possible nether fortress to go to? Now, I do know this. I'll become a blaze. Particle effects suck. Let's come over here real quick. The blaze is actually going to attack us. Huh. What's up? At least we can fly. Not that that's really going to do us much good. Looks like there's more to this place over here. We have to dig our way down. Oh. Whew. That was close. Hey, Minicia. Cool. What does this make? I don't know. We can mine it, so we'll take it. Alright. Oh, come on, Wither Skulls. Where y'all at? Those guys are nothing to worry about for me, apparently. Getting some good demonic charges off of them, though. Where we're at. Yeah, there's this whole area over here. I don't know how to get to it. Okay. So we need to go this way through to the second one of these and hang a right. Let's roll. And look, a wither skull. I hate those guys. Come, wither skull. Come. Oh, we're withered. We're withered. die, dude. Alright. Okay, I think we've already been here. Gotta go that way. Okay. That's the first one? Okay. What's up, dude? It's behind us, it says. Now, these guys are spawning from the fire. They're annoying. I'm going to say it's probably below us. I don't think it'll be above us. Right on cue. I know, mining straight down is a bad idea. Staying up there is a bad idea too, though. And we don't take fall damage. And there it is. We found it. Really getting tired of these nether souls. I mean, we're getting some good drops, but we're not getting what we want. And we're withered. But we found the rest of the nether fortress at least. I'm not even going to attack a zombie pigman. That's just... I had enough stuff wanting to fight me, so why would I attack him? Diamond armor. Good stuff. More horse armor. Not bad. I'm missing, not having... We'll keep that. Inner pouch is almost full. That guy was stuck there, so we perfect chance to kill him. Or soul sand. We need soul sand. Soul sand, are you going to hop in my inventory? No. I swear the black hole ring does some weird stuff with sometimes. I don't know how long that soul sand is going to float around me, but hey, whatever. We'll figure it out. I'll pick it up at some point. Now, granted, right now, I don't expect to find all 3 wither skulls on cam. I expect to have to find most of them off camera, because they are such rare drops. and I don't have anything that's specifically designed for increasing the chance of head drops. Because, yeah, there are some items that do that. I can actually think of 2 off the top of my head. The head claimer from Where Your Enemies mod, good mod, and oh, that was rough. The head claimer from Where Your Enemies and the axe from the expansion for Thaumcraft, Forbidden Magics. We didn't even get a Wither Skull head, and we just got jumped by Wither Skulls. Jeez, got another stone sword. Don't need that. 2 more of them. Don't need them. Don't need them at all. As I was saying, I don't expect to find all of them on camera right now. I would like to find 1. Yep, what up, dude? Also, Tinker's Construct has the cleaver. I forgot about that. That actually has a good chance of getting heads. And there's also the head modifiers you can put on it. Alright. No skull. Give us a few more minutes to try to find a skull on camera, and then I'm going to have to end the episode. And yeah, dead end right here. Good spot to end the episode. I do want to thank everybody for watching. If you liked what you saw here, go ahead and hit the like button down below to let me know. If this is the first video you see by me and you would like to see more, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the little notification bell if you want to know when I put videos out. It's that simple. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I'll see you next time.